picture this: an entire village gathered at night, and the one person allowed to speak to the gods is deliberately inhaling smoke until the room around him starts to blur. This isn't a party trick. To the Taino, it's the closest thing to a phone line to heaven. And the story of why starts somewhere you wouldn't expect, with a plant most people only think of as a bad habit. The Taino were polytheistic, which just means they believed in a whole cast of gods, each one represented by a zemis, a carved figure made from wood, bone, stone, or cotton. Every household kept one, like a spiritual bodyguard watching over the family. But these gods weren't just background noise in daily life. They controlled everything: the harvest, your health, protection from disaster, even what happened to you after you died. And that afterlife mattered. The Taino believed in heaven, called coyaba, and something like hell for anyone who lived badly. Live with good conduct, get rewarded. Live selfishly, get punished. So keeping the gods happy wasn't optional. It was survival insurance, stretched across this life and the next. Here's the catch though. You couldn't just talk to a zemis yourself. Only the priest could bridge that gap. He was the sole translator between the human world and the spirit world, which meant everyone else's prayers, everyone else's hopes for a good crop or a healed illness had to pass through him first. So how does he actually make contact? Tobacco, burned like incense, the smoke rising and carrying the message upward, a literal visible signal traveling from human hands into the unseen. And this wasn't a casual habit. Only men were permitted to smoke or drink at all, which tells you this was treated as something serious enough to restrict, not something everyone did for fun on a random afternoon. During festivals, the whole system came alive at once. Food and meat offered to the gods, prayers for healing and protection, celebrations built entirely around keeping the spirit world satisfied. And somewhere in that ritual, as the smoke thickened and the priest's mind shifted into something else entirely, the line between the physical world and the divine one must have felt, for a moment, thin enough to walk through. It's a pattern that shows up across ancient cultures everywhere. Smoke as a messenger, intoxication as a doorway, not an escape. The Taino didn't invent that idea, but they built an entire religious structure around it. One priest, one plant, one plume of smoke at a time, connecting an island of people to gods they could never see, but always tried to reach.